Hey, happy Sunday. It's us, DVS and Divine here with
She's
our
the
new
divine one.
segment called DVS and Divine Sex Show. Yeah. How you doing today?
Y'all good over here, yo.
This is going to be fun. This is exciting. We're going to talk about what everybody loves talking about, more or less doing sex. So, see, you know what to do. Take it away. I want to hear these questions. I'm ready to jump right in. So, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna jump right in and see if I can get to the first question. Um, let's see, it's from a little bit a while ago because somebody bailed on me.
Life happens. For what it is, it's worth the wait.
um, what do you think is the best position for a guy to get off, or for a girl to get off, to minimize emotional connection, and lastly, to maximize emotional connection?
Okay, I guess I'll go first because I think C already had answered this on his page. But so from what I hear, you're saying, okay, what's the best position to maximize pleasure for a man and a female without an emotional connection and with emotional connection?
Yeah,
Is that correct?
that's what the question
Okay.
seems to be.
So, mind you guys, I'm hearing this for the first time, so I'm just answering it right off my head. I wasn't coached ahead of time, so this is gonna be by I don't know, but
Just
okay.
playing it by ear.
Let's start with the non-connection part. The non-connection part, what I would say is, because it's kind of hard to say non-emotional connection because like it should be, but if not, I would say doggy style for the sheer fact that um, there's no eye contact. There's and you're not really seeing your partner. You're not close. Like you're not connecting with your partner on that emotional level, but at the same time, it does. It is a great position for males and females in the sense that um, it does have good access to the female G spot, like from the back, and men just like what they see from the back anyway. So any position, I don't know, I'm not a man, but for me, I think any position is a good position for them, regardless. Like,
I
you know
can
what
agree
I
with
mean?
that.
So, and then, what do you think, Z?
I can agree with that for the most
What do
part.
you think
I
about that?
mean,
Okay, of course.
from my
You want me to
perspective,
answer about the? You want me to answer the physical? I mean, the emotional connection first, or you want to touch base on the non?
um, I think, at least from a guy's perspective, um, to answer both questions would be guys love getting head. You know what I mean? So, uh, they're not really gonna get too emotional with a girl just because of that. Unless you're really good, then that's a different story. But you know,
And what if
um,
she's looking up at you while she's doing it? Isn't that a little bit of like connection right
I
there?
don't
You
know
know,
too many
staring
girls
deep
who
into
would
your
actually
eyes
dare to
with
do
like
that though.
her with your dick in her mouth. Like, isn't that a connection right there?
I don't know too many girls who would do that though. Like, I mean, most girls would just be there doing their business, whether they're good or not. Most girls won't look up.
Well,
Uh,
I can't really talk on that because I don't know, but okay, fine. So you think head is a non emotional connection,
yeah,
which probably is because you're too busy doing down there what you're doing down there. Same for if a guy is doing it to a female, but I'd say for actual I think for actual like emotional connection, there's a lot. There's a lot that you can do. I think like girl on top facing the man, especially if they're both sitting and like looking at like almost like a hugging position and looking at each other.
mm,
Like I don't think you could get any more closer than that. Like face to face, chest to chest. Like that's a connection right there, and you're like looking into each other's eyes and
like
not
the
touching.
female on top missionary
That's
position.
also a connection right there.
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
do you
have to
see?
agree with that. Yeah, that makes a
Okay.
lot of sense to
All
me.
right.
Yeah,
Pardon?
that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna have to agree with that one.
I told you guys it's worth the wait, yo.
Alright, let's see what else we got. Whoa, Frozen. Um, do you think people have a good sense of what they will and won't like as far as kinks and limits, etc.? Or do you only find that out through trial and error?
Well, I think it kind of depends on the person and how open-minded they are sexually, because some people will have their limits like right away and be like, hell no. You know what I mean? They don't even want to find out if it feels good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to find it out. They're probably afraid to find out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some people, they're like, it doesn't matter. If it sounds a little bit off to them, it's an automatic turn off because they can't imagine it being pleasurable. On the other hand, another person might not necessarily think it's something that they would like, but they're willing to give it a shot. So I mean, it's something. It works both ways. It's either you're turned off, it's either you are open to find out, or you're just a freak and you like everything. You know what I mean?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think on a general level, most people will learn from trial and error, and there are just some people who are just natural born freaks. So, um, some people will know pretty much, okay, I can go this far or I will go this far or whatever, but on average, it's mostly trial and error. Most people will say no to a lot of things to begin with, but eventually, if it is something or with someone that they're interested in, they would try it and then say, okay, well, yeah, I like that, or yeah, or no, I don't like that. So, on a general level, I think it's a lot of trial and error.
I just want to throw something in there just to expand on it and get your take on it. Like, how do you feel in regards to men versus women on this subject? Do you think that women are more open-minded than men to try new things, are more willing to try something to please their partner rather than a man trying to step out of their comfort zone to try something to please their partner?
Well, I'm gonna go and answer this on a personal level because I'm not gonna speak for every guy out there, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna say that I find that women are a lot more receptive to getting out of their comfort zones. And as for me, I'm not all that willing to get out of my comfort zone. I kind of like where I'm at, and getting me out there takes a lot of effort. So, but that's my opinion.
And and being as a woman, I would have to agree with you. I mean, I can't speak for every woman out there, but just like from my experiences and just seeing just how males are in general. Sorry, like women are more compromising in all aspects of a relationship. So like I wouldn't see it any different when it came down sexually to being compromised. So I just want to take your take on that. See,
No, that's true.
you
Like
next
your opinion is
question.
pretty much correct, because at least as far as I'm aware of, like that's how I am. So
And you're alpha male, as you put it. So I mean, it is what it is. You represent all male forms right now. I'm joking.
all right. Um, what are your opinions on leaving marks on your partner? Yes or no?
honestly, like for me, being that I'm like a grown woman that's kind of like out of that, like leave my mark on my man phase. Like it's not something that I would deliberately do. Like in the heat of the moment, if it happens, it happens, but it doesn't. But like if it does, it's not like intentional, and it's just one of those things. Back in the day, like everyone used to like come to school with hickeys and all that. Like I find that to be kind of like a little bit juvenile, but like that's my opinion. I'm
Yeah.
not saying everybody does that because it's juvenile. Some people like to feel it. I'm not gonna lie, I like to feel it.
Yeah.
But like, who wants to be going into a professional job on Monday with hickeys on their neck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, yo, like, gotta keep it, keep it kosher a little bit.
Keep it professional. Keeping it classy.
That's right.
Um.
Well, hey, if the hickeys want to be somewhere below, like, yeah, like what? But nothing visible, you know what I mean? And it's not because of anything like, oh, you don't want no one to know. Like, that's stupidness. Like,
Yeah.
we're not. It scars. It
Yeah.
scars you. Like, it's mashing up your skin too. So.
With me, I'm definitely down with Marks. Not so much to the effect that it has to be seen by other people, but more of a yo, I was here. You're gonna remember this. You know what I mean? So you're doing certain actions or whatever. You're just looking at yourself naked, be like, yeah, I remember that. That was good times. That's what I'm about.
I remember that fucking bastard.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like, honesty, believe me, you want marks? It's not gonna be love marks, eh?
Wow.
I'm joking.
You hear this? She's threatening me. So if you don't see me next week, you know who took me out. Oh man. Let's see what else we got. Nudity level during sex. Nudity level during sex. Should some clothes stay on, everything off, or it depends on the situation?
My favorite topic.
Big grin.
Some clothes stay on. Okay, you know what? It's the heat of the moment thing. This is not like, okay, we're gonna have sex now. I'm gonna take my pants off. I'm gonna take my that's lame.
Yeah.
Okay, like first of all, like usually it'd be better if sex wasn't planned. Like, I mean, I know it comes into like, depending on people's situations and, whether they're married, living together, see each other on the weekends, stuff like that. Like, they might have like a planned time because of their schedules or whatever. Like, especially with married couples and stuff like that, I've heard.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's whatever. It depends on the mood. If you're already going to bed and stuff like that, sometimes it's just like, okay, like, let's just take our clothes off and go to bed. But if it's like a heat of the moment thing, sometimes half on, half off is good. You might start partially clothed. By the end of the whole thing, you might be totally nude. Like, it's just a go with the flow kind of thing. And it doesn't take away or really add unless you're into certain kinks. Like, I know some people are like certain lingeries or nylons or shoes and stuff like that. So, I mean, it would matter if you're into that kind of like kinky stuff where like certain clothing items do turn you on. So I guess it's just a personal preference for most people.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say it's definitely situational, especially if it's not planned. Like, I mean, if you're one of those people who like to go banging out in public, then you're definitely gonna just be with the panties off or the drawers off or whatever and going up against a tree. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get completely naked doing that outside. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's definitely situational. Like, if you're at home, you're a lot more comfortable and willing to get naked. So, yeah, definitely situational. Depends on where you are, how comfortable you are, maybe even time of day. Nighttime, you're more quick to, go out in the living room and, do your business. Or if you're doing it during the day, then, you don't want anybody peeping in or whatever. I don't know. but I would say definitely situational and depends where you are, who you're with, and all that kind of stuff. I think that was the last question for today.
I wish we had more. This is so much fun.
I'll try and get some more questions in for next week. My screensaver just went off. I apologize about that. Definitely get these things fixed up by the next session that we have. Should have better recordings. Maybe a better camera for me. We'll see how that goes. But definitely should be having these stuff cleaned up by the next D&D session. DVS and Divine. You know, she's the divine one. I'm the devious. I'll check you guys again.
And we are such a good team.
We are.
Definitely.
Check you guys again next week.
Maybe. They can't hear you, my dear. They can't hear you, so I'll take over from here. So, like DVS said, DVS and Divine, best duo coming to you on the YT. But yeah, if you like this video, definitely like it, share it, and definitely we're gonna add some contact info down below so you can send in your sex questions for us and get our takes on it. Or if you're not shy, you can just put it down below. But we'll put you can like both of our pages. I'll put the information down below as well. I'm Ebony Divine YT on Facebook, and he is
ChaosDvS.
Yeah, so all that information is going to be down below. We trying to shoot this thing out every Sunday with sex questions on my take, his take, and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Right, see?
Yep. Peace.
Peace.